Hello everyone, welcome to prepguruu, the online platform for CUET. Now today we will discuss about what the types of question in reading comprehension. See, in the previous sessions I told you will get various kinds of questions, right? Means related to grammar also, related to literary device also, related to fillers also, or you can say related to passages. But the dominant portion would be what? Reading comprehension. If I talk about reading comprehension, you will get more reading comprehension questions as compared to any other category of questions, right? Now, suppose if I talk about reading comprehension, what do you mean by comprehension? Just tell me, what do you mean by comprehension? Comprehension किसको कहते हैं? Just tell me, what is the meaning of comprehension? Am I audible to all of you? Say yes or no. Am I audible? Am I audible to all of you? Okay. Now, if I say about comprehension, can you tell me what do you mean by comprehension in your own language? What do you mean by comprehension? What is comprehension? Anyone? What do you mean by comprehension? Comprehension. Anyone? Anyone who wants to try? A piece of writing on a particular topic. A piece of writing on a particular topic. Okay, a piece of writing. I was not talking about passage. I was talking about comprehension. What is the meaning of comprehension? Comprehension means what? See, if I talk about comprehension, the comprehension is a communication process between what? Between the author and the reader. Between the author and the reader. Suppose if I talk about the author, author is the king of the passage, right? The things he writes in his passage are mostly of his own viewpoint, but he mentions some other entities' view also in his passages. But the dominant portion in most of the passages are what? The author's view, right? Now, so it is basically the communication between what? The reader and the writer, right? If I am getting the right message given by the author, then the communication process is complete. Means I am easily, or you can say I can easily tackle the passage. But if I am unable to understand the passage, so communication process is not completed, right? Now, today I will discuss the types of question. Suppose if I talk about types of questions in RC, so we will get, or you can say we are getting broadly two kinds of passages, or you can say two kinds of questions in our reading comprehension. See, one is what? Direct question or verbatim questions. Direct questions are which kind of questions? Which can be answered directly from the given paragraphs. And the second one is what? The indirect questions. Indirect questions means what? Based on inferences. Now, if I talk about inferences, what do you mean by inferences? Inference means what? The things which are not directly given in the passage, but it prevails. Suppose if I talk about again the inferences are what? The hidden meaning, or you can say the hidden things which prevails but are not mentioned directly in the statements or paragraphs, right? You have to think beyond the given statements in the inference based questions. So first we will discuss about what? Direct questions, and the second will be the part of inferences, right? Now, see what kind of questions covers under direct head. One is what? Keyword based questions. Keyword based questions means what? The questions which are based on certain keywords. Keywords are those kind of words which ask you any, wait a minute, which ask you any specific information. Any specific information. What is a specific information? Specific information means what? That is given in the passage somewhere in the second paragraph or in the third paragraph of the first line, like this, right? And you have to seek that keyword in the passage and answer the question from that area only, right? You can get the answer from that area. That is known as what? Keyword based questions. See, in keyword based questions, you don't have to analyze the things. You don't have to analyze the things means what? एक चीज का ध्यान रखना. Suppose the author is, or you can say the question is like this. What do you mean by the sparrow's nest as mentioned in the passage? Now, sparrow's nest is what? Sparrow's nest is your keyword. You have to seek that wordings in the passage. Suppose it is given in the first line of the second paragraph. Then what? उस लाइन को आप ध्यान से पढ़ोगे and you will understand the things why the author has mentioned sparrow's nest and it's highlighted, and then you will answer the questions. But direct kind of questions does not deal in analysis part. You don't have to analyze the things, or you can say to say the things in a broader context, right? Keep this in mind, and keep this in mind. You have to do what? You have to see the keywords in the passage and answer the questions directly from that area, right? Now, second is what? Synonym or antonym based questions. It must be contextual, not literal. It must be contextual, not literal, right? Now, tones or writing styles. Tones or writing style based questions, I told you in the tones based questions, right? Analytical, descriptive, narrative, right? Do you remember those tones? Tones. Okay. Identification of parts of speech or figure of speech. In the previous class also, we have discussed certain literary devices, or you can say figure of speech, how to pick the figure of speech. So these questions can be answered directly from the passage. इनके लिए बहुत पेन नहीं लेना होता है. That's why they are coming in what? Under the direct head. जो हमें सीखना है, what we have to learn is what? Dealing in inferences. Inferences, or you can say inference based questions, needs some sort of right analysis of the paragraph, right? Okay, if you understand the paragraph in the manner of, or in the way of inferences, then it would be beneficial for you to answer the questions correctly. Most of the questions, or you can say most aspirants say that sir, inference based questions thoda tough hota hai. No, it is not tough. You are not understanding the demand of the question. वो मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि कैसे किस क्वेश्चन की कौन सी डिमांड होती है, and what you have to seek in the answer choices, right? ठीक है. Now, before that, let's see what kind of questions comes under indirect questions. Indirect questions means what? The questions based on inferences. So indirect questions deals in what? Which kind of questions? Main idea questions, primary purpose questions, structure and organization purpose questions, inference questions, must be true questions, paraphrasing questions, most likely to agree questions, etc. Means in this part you have to analyze the things, means you have to think the beyond the given statement. But the thing is, आप खुद सोच के देखो, किसी पैसेज का, means when you read any reading comprehension case, inference क्या होगा? Inference is one, the broader inference, or you can say the crux of the passage is one. But the thing is, questions इतने variety में क्यों पूछे जाते हैं? Suppose if I am reading one paragraph and I am getting the right inference from the paragraph, that inference is only one, but questions are 3 or 4. Then there must be some sort of thing that I don't have to use inferences in all kind of questions. I have to see what is the demand of the specific questions. ठीक है, तो हमें कैसे inference पढ़ना है? हमें inference पढ़ना है according to the given questions. जैसा क्वेश्चन होगा वैसा ही आंसर, हम उसी टेम्परामेंट से हम आंसर ढूंढेंगे, राइट? द फर्स्ट वन इज व्हाट? मेन आइडिया क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, तो आज थोड़ा सा हम लोग मेन आइडिया को डिस्कस करेंगे कि व्हाट यू हैव टू सर्च इन द मेन आइडिया क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, नाउ इफ आई टॉक अबाउट, तो ये सब हम लोग करेंगे थ्रू वेरियस ड्रिल्स. इन सब की स्टेजेस हैं, तो हाँ, बी वेरी अटेंटिव while learning these things, क्योंकि these things are very much important for your reading comprehension part, right? Now, first of all, we have to deal in what? Main idea questions. Now, what is the meaning of main idea questions? See, if you are getting questions like main idea or central idea or central theme, or you can say main point, or title based question. All questions, all these kind of questions have the same demand, What is the demand? ये आप अपने नोटबुक में लिख लेना. Means when you are dealing in main idea questions, आपके करेक्ट आंसर में क्या इंक्लूड होना चाहिए, ठीक है, इसको जरूर लिख लो. The first one, or you can say the most important thing is what? The answer choice which you are going to select must include the author's view. It must include the author's view. ठीक है, author's view से क्या समझते हो? Suppose if I say that any paragraph start with this thought, like people believe that COVID-19 is not a serious issue now, right? This is the view of what? Author. This is the view of what? Author. ये author बोल रहा है. Say yes or no in the chat box. This statement is given by author or any other entity. The statement is people believe that the COVID-19 is not a serious issue now. Is it author's view or not? Say yes or no. Is it author's view? No. Very good, Gauri. It is the view of what? Yes, Twisha, very good. It is the view of, very good, Advika. Author is portraying or representing the people's belief, people's perception, right? So people, the belief of the people is what? That the COVID-19 is no more, right? Means it is not dangerous now. But if you see this line after the full stop, but this is not true. This statement is given by whom? This is given by whom? इसको किसने दिया है? But this is not true. This is, yes, very good. This is given by author, right? So अगर मैं तुमसे पूछूं कि what is the central idea of this passage, सिर्फ इन 2 lines का ही central idea मैं तुमसे पूछूं, तो which thing should be covered? अगर मान लो आंसर में ये लिखा हुआ कि that the central idea is that COVID-19 is not dangerous now. It would be correct answer or not?
भाई अभी तो कुछ नहीं, हमें तो भीगने जाते हैं, पूरा भीगते हुए जाऊंगा मैं आपके टाइम को देख के.
Hello, kindly mute yourself.
8:30 बजे तो खत्म हो गया. 8:30 बजे 1 घंटा. अभी तो पहली क्लास चल रही है, देखिए अभी 7:04 घंटा है.
किशोर को
बंद रहेगी.
हेलो,
लेकिन मेरे जूते नीचे पता नहीं कैसे फट गए, सारा पानी भर गया अंदर. ऊपर से लग नहीं रहा है, नीचे पता नहीं कैसे होल हो गया. ऐसे मौसम में साला मैं तो जूता पहन के आऊंगा.
प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ.
जूते मेरे गलत गंदे भी हो जाएंगे. गंदे भी आपको मालूम है, तो अच्छे से नहीं किया. हां हां, साला गंदा हो जाएगा.
Please mute yourself. Ashish. Okay. Now, am I audible? Hello. Okay, good. Now, if I say, if you are getting a question of what is the central idea of the passage, then which should be covered? This thought or this thought? What could be the correct central idea of this statement, this much statement? बताओ, सब लोग बताओ. Suppose if I am getting an option like nowadays COVID-19 is not scary, right? Now what is it? The correct answer of central idea or not? Yes. Why? Because this is the view of what? People, not the author. The correct answer would be what? The correct answer is what? People are in a wrong perception that COVID-19 is normal, right? No. Now, if we say that author's view is a must thing in central idea, second important thing, दूसरी क्या चीज important है, which is must be seeked, or you can say which must be there in the answer of central idea or theme. Second important thing is what? It must cover covering the first and the last. Kindly write down this: first and the last portions or paragraph. Means it must cover the gist of the first and the last portions. It must cover the gist or crux of the first and the last portions. Suppose author ने first statement अपना दे दिया, right? And last में कुछ और भी लिखा है, but the thing is, the option is representing only the first part, and it is a restatement. Then what? When it is a restatement, then you cannot say that it is the right answer for central theme, right? So you have to see that the first part and the last portion must be covered in the right answer, right? Now, let's see the key question stems related to this. Have a glance over it. Which of the following most accurately states the main idea or the passage? Second question is like this: which of the following best states the central idea of the passage? Right? Which of the following is the principal topic of the passage? Which of the following is the suitable title for the passage? Title भी हम ऐसा ही सीख करते हैं, means first and last should be covered, and which is the following is the main point of the passage, right? Now let's see certain examples. Again, some voice is coming. Wait a minute. आशीष, आशीष, कोई है? विष्णु, आशीष को भेजो। आशीष कहाँ है? पता नहीं, उससे आवाज आ रही है ना, वो माइक का इशू आ रहा है नहीं क्या? भेजो उसको जैसे यार, है ना? Now let's see some examples of central idea or main idea questions. ठीक है, आप समझ गए what is required? Author's view and the gist of the first and the last paragraph. Now see, just read this passage. Just read this passage. Done with the reading? See, I'm going to tell you what is given in the passage. Several members of the appropriations committee. अब ध्यान से देखना, एक चीज देखना बहुत जरूरी है. When you are getting central idea or central theme based questions, जस्ट सीक द ऑथर्स व्यू, वेयर इज द ऑथर्स व्यू, दूसरी एंटिटी का व्यू है, हाँ वो आप रीड तो करोगे, बट द थिंग इज you have to search for the author's view in your correct answer for central theme, right? See this, जैसे मैंने इस पैसेज में देखा, several members of the appropriations committee have taken the stance that public funds should only be given to projects that have proven successful in the past. Now what, this is the view, means public funds should be given to only those persons who are proven successful in the past. Now what, this is the view of which entity, author or any other entity? Tell me in the chat box. This is the view of what, author or any separate entity? Other entity, yes. Who is the entity? Several members of appropriation committee. तो several members of appropriation committee का क्या मानना है कि the money of public funds means, you can say, money should be given to those who were successful in the past. ठीक है, तो it is saying such a position does not actually serve the public good. This is stated by what? Author. This is stated by author. ये क्या कह रहा है, ये इससे एग्री नहीं कर रहा है, इस प्लान से एग्री नहीं कर रहा है, इस स्टांस से एग्री नहीं कर रहा है. व्हाई? बिकॉज ऑथर इज सेइंग सच अ पोजीशन डज नॉट एक्चुअली सर्व द पब्लिक गुड, इट इज नॉट फॉर द पब्लिक वेलफेयर. सपोज, जस्ट इमेजिन, सिर्फ उनको ही फंडिंग हो या उन्हीं को फंड्स मिले जो प्रीवियसली क्या थे, इन द पास्ट टाइम दे वर व्हाट, सक्सेसफुल, प्रूवन सक्सेसफुल. तो जो न्यू एंट्रेंट्स है, सपोज देयर आर सम न्यू एंट्रेंट्स हु हैज अ न्यू फर्म, उन्होंने नया रजिस्ट्रेशन कराया एंड दे वांट सम प्रोजेक्ट वर्क, तो उनको तो कोई टेंडर मिलेगा ही नहीं एंड दे विल नॉट गेट एनी चांस, सो इट इज नॉट जस्टिफाइड. ठीक है, नाउ it is saying, however, this criterion means what, this stance is taken with which thought, though intended to help ensure that public funding is provided for projects with the greatest chances of success. Means why they are saying that we will give, or you can say we will provide the public share, or you can say public money, or the fund to those persons only who are having what, who are having successful projects in the past area, because they don't want to take risk. They want what, they want more chances of success, right? So जो past में successful हो चुका है उसको पता है कैसे successful होना है, तो yes, in that context they are saying this, that public fund should be given to those projects who has proven their stuffs, proven their ability, right? Now, unfortunately, also precludes consideration of new and potentially beneficial uses of those funds. Now, what if I say the whole passage is talking about what? Two entities view. One is author and the other one is what? Members of appropriation committee. ठीक है, members of appropriation committee से agree author नहीं कर रहा है, उनके decision, उनके stance से agree नहीं कर रहा है. Why? Because this is a biased step, right? Now let's see the question and answers. Which of the following best states the main idea? तो आपको ये जो मैंने temperament बताया है कब apply करना है? When you are getting the questions like main idea, main theme, central idea, like this, right? Let's see the options. Can you tell me which is the correct answer? Can you guess? Okay, Gauri is saying okay, C. What about others? Twisha is saying C. Okay. Any other answer? Any other answer? Two students are going with C. What about others? Any other answer? Anushka, Harshit, Advika. What are your answers? C or any other answer? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, only C. Okay, let's see. Option A, public funds should be limited to projects that have proven successful in the past. This is what? Why this is not the answer? Why A is not the answer? See, always try to eliminate the options. Eliminate the options which are wrong according to you. Okay. If you are 0.1% in a doubt that it might be possible that it is the right answer or correct, it can be correct, then make a point over it. Otherwise, if you are sure enough that if this is not going to be the answer in any case, then make a cross, right? So if I say option A, I am making a cross. Why? Because this is the view only of what? The appropriation committee. The author is not agreeing with this thought, right? Means ये तो उसी का प्लान है ना, appropriations committee का, author का thought है नहीं इसमें. तो this is what? This is cannot be covered in main idea. Main idea को क्या चाहिए? Author's thought, right? ठीक है. Now B, the strategy of limiting public funding to projects that have proven successful is intended to ensure that funding is provided to projects with the greatest chance of success. तो मैंने बोला था कि ये किस इंटेंशन से उन लोगों ने किया था? Because they don't want to take any risk, take any chance. They want to increase their chances of success, right? ये भी किसका इंस्टांस है? Appropriation committee. So B is also gone, not covering the author's thought. C, the public good is not well served by the stance that public funding should be limited to projects that have proven successful in the past. इसमें मुझे author का भी मिल रहा है and appropriation committee का भी मिल रहा है, right? So I will make a point over it. Now, if I say the D option, several appropriations committee members have taken the stance that public funds should only be given to projects that have proven successful in the past. This is what? Again, what? Again, other entities view. तो क्या होगा? The answer is what? C. Very good, Gauri. Trisha. ठीक है. The correct answer is what? C. Now, if you see the next question, next passage, let's have a look at the passage first. Just read the passage. Just read the passage. See this. Although the eagle became the national emblem of the United States in 1782, according to Benjamin Franklin, the turkey would have been a more suitable symbol. This is the view of what? This is the view of Benjamin Franklin, not the author. Author का view नहीं है. According to Benjamin Franklin, turkey should be the symbol of US, not eagle. Why? Why? In a letter he wrote to his daughter, he described the eagle as a bird of bad moral character. As a bird of what? Bad moral character. Now, eagle को उसने क्या बोला है? Benjamin Franklin ने bird of bad moral character. Why? Bad moral character means what? Morally, this bird, this species of bird is what? It's not good, right? Why? Because it attacks and its community means eagle attacks another birds. Means bird को ही खाने लगे. Means if, or you can say, if I am a carnivore, means I am taking non-veg, then what? I must, or you can say, I can take what? The animal's flesh or any other's flesh, but I will not take human's flesh. But this kind of character is what? Doing what? Is means it is going to eat its community's flesh also, right? So this is what? Bad. Secondly, it is a cunning kind of bird, right? So इस view से, इस thought से Benjamin Franklin ने इसको क्या बोला? It is bad in moral character and a rank coward. Coward, I think you know, coward, Kayer, right? Now what? He felt that the bald eagle lacked many positive attributes of the turkey. Means what? There are so many positive things in what? Turkey, in which the eagle is lacking, right? which he described in the letter as a much more respectable bird and withal a true original native of America. So the whole passage is discussing about what? Benjamin Franklin's thought. इस पैसेज में ऑथर का व्यू ही नहीं है. देखिए ऐसे पैसेज भी आ सकते हैं इन विच यू विल गेट व्हाट, अ सेपरेट एंटिटीज व्यू, ऑथर का व्यू ही नहीं है, राइट? सो इन दिस काइंड ऑफ पैसेज व्हेन आई एम गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट द सेंट्रल आइडिया क्वेश्चन, तो जब ऑथर का व्यू है ही नहीं तो मुझे किसका व्यू देना पड़ेगा? बेंजामिन फ्रैंकलिन का. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? नाउ लेट्स सी द आंसर चॉइसेस. सी एक मिनट, where is answer choice of this one? Okay. Answer choice is not here in the list. Okay, let's see. If I say, आप बता सकते हो, guess कर सकते हो, can you guess what is the central idea of this passage? आप अपने chat box में लिख सकते हो what could be the central idea of this one. Central idea of this passage. Turkey should be national emblem of US instead of eagle. Yes, very good, Gauri. It is very simple logic of central theme. Benjamin Franklin was what? Favoring what? Turkey. Means Turkey is more suitable as compared to eagle in terms of what? The symbol of national flag, or you can say national emblem of US, right? Now, let's see this one. Since corporations are driven in large part by the motivation to increase politically sound decisions. Now, do you know corporate sector, or you can say corporate sector responsibility? See, in corporate sector responsibility, corporate CSR says what? We are not only here to make profit, we have some sort of responsibilities towards society. We have to do some work for the social welfare, right? But in this passage, the author is saying what? Since corporations are driven in large part by the motivation to increase profits, they cannot always be relied upon to make morally or ethically sound decisions. Means what? यहाँ पर बोल रहा है कि corporations का जो main motto हो गया है, that is what? That is more on increasing their own profits instead of thinking about what? Moral or ethical thoughts. ठीक है? तो you cannot trust them in terms of moral or ethically sound decisions. This is especially true if there are no legal disincentives. Legal disincentives means what? The author is blaming law also, that law is not strict towards this. Means when they are making unethical decisions, there is no strict penalty for this, right? So law is also responsible for this. Means law is what? Law is not restricting them while doing this. While the practices of some companies are beyond reproach, many corporations act in a manner that it is clearly devoid of ethical or moral fortitude. Fortitude means what? Encouragement. If I say, means कह रहा है कि apart from this, कई corporations ऐसे हैं जो clearly avoid करते हैं किसको? Ethical और moral decisions, encouragement. They are going purely exclusively to make profits, right? Now, किसका थॉट दिया इसमें? Corporations for on moral and ethical sound decisions. Let's see the answer choices. Can you tell me the answer? Can you guess the answer? Okay, Gauri is saying D. Okay. Any other answer? Any other answer? Apart from D, any other answer? D, Tushar. Okay, D. Let's see what is given in option D and other options. Again, the main idea question, corporations are driven by their motivation to increase profits. This is not the correct answer. Why? Because if we focus on this, it is covering what? It is covering only the starting portion, right? Not the later portion in which it is saying that it is avoiding the moral and ethical part, right? So it is gone. The actions of many corporations are driven exclusively by moral and ethical considerations. ये तो opposite ही बोल रहा है. क्या वो सिर्फ moral और ethical decisions ही ले रहे हैं? No. The law allows corporations to make morally or ethically questionable decisions. Now what? It is only about law, not covering the first and the last part. जो cover नहीं करेगा कोई specific information middle part के बोल देगा तो that would not be the answer for central idea. D. Corporations cannot always be relied upon to make morally or ethically sound decisions. Yes, this is the correct answer because it is covering what? Morally or ethically sound decisions. Very good. Now let's see the next one. Let's see this question. Yes, very good, Harshit, Pisha. D ही होगा उसमें. Now read this one. People should not be surprised. Done with the reading? See, people should not be surprised that the number of movie tickets sold annually nationwide has been decreasing precipitously. Precipitously means what? Dangerously, right? तो कह रहा है कि we should not be surprised to see that the number of tickets sold is what? Declining. Now, what is the reason? Even as the prices of movie tickets and the various concessions sold at those theaters, means concessions means despite of giving concessions, the sale of movie tickets is what? Declining. Have continued to increase year after year. The public has been provided access to a vast and ever increasing array of the other entertainment options. Now, this is the reason why the sale of movie ticket is various other alternatives. Just if you see in the present scenario, OTTs, there mean people open the Netflix and they watch movies also, and they can pause the movie also. They can postpone it for the next day. But in case of movie theaters, you have to spend 3 hours on an average, and means if we have option to see the things at your mobile phones, or you can say at your home itself, then obviously people will not prefer what? Movie tickets, right? Now it is saying while some theaters have continued to draw crowds on a regular basis, लेकिन कुछ ऐसे थे, when you are getting this kind of words while, however, it is what? It is shift indicator. तो तो ये जो कॉमन थॉट चल रहा होता है उससे आपको एक शिफ्ट और यू कैन से कंट्रास्ट इंफॉर्मेशन देता है. So it is saying while some theaters have continued to draw crowds on a regular basis, sales numbers have dropped steadily as a result of rising ticket prices, coupled with an increased competition for the public's attention. Now what? Again, it is saying what? The sale number was successful to draw the crowds, but not on what? Not on the majority part. So the whole paragraph is discussing the problem about what? Declining the sale of movie tickets. ठीक है? Now see the question. Which of the following best state the main idea? Again, the question is same. Question सबका same है. That's why you have to apply the same temperament. See this. Which is the correct answer? Which is the correct answer? Tell me. I got one answer. A, Gauri. What about others? Okay, A. Harshit is saying B. Visha, A. Any other answer? Okay, let's see. A is saying that decreasing sales of movie tickets should have been expected. Should have been expected means what? उसने starting line में ही बोला था कि it is not surprising. Means what? It is obvious कि ticket of means sale of movie tickets is declining. ठीक है? तो उस पर point बनाओगे हो सकता है, right? It might be the answer. No. B. Some theaters have continued to draw crowds on a regular basis. Some theaters, if you are getting any specific information, तो उसको कभी भी आंसर मत बनाना. जैसे प्रीवियस वाले पैसेज में हमने लॉ वाले को अवॉइड किया था. व्हाई? स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन थी, मिडिल में थी, राइट? नॉट कवरिंग द फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट पोर्शन. इन दैट कंटेक्स्ट इस तरह की इंफॉर्मेशंस को हमेशा इग्नोर करना, राइट? नाउ मूवी टिकट सेल्स हैव इंक्रीज्ड स्टेडीली एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ फॉलिंग टिकट प्राइसेस. नाउ व्हाट? स्पेसिफिक. और दूसरा ये बोल रहा है क्या? इंक्रीज्ड. वहां पे क्या लिखा होता? डिक्लाइंड. क्रॉस. Prices of movie tickets and concessions have continued to rise year after year. Price was not the main concern. The main concern was what? Sale of movie ticket, right? So the correct answer is A. Very good, Gauri. Twisha, very good. A is the right answer, right? Now, if you see this one, it is saying zoologists, despite their size, honey badgers. Do you know honey badgers? Do you know honey badgers? What is honey badger? Honey badger is a kind of animal which is very smart to fight, or you can say to defend itself, right? Means कोई भी predator हो, means even lion या snake ही क्यों ना हो, इसको नहीं मार पाते हैं, right? ठीक है, he is very clever also. See the things. Zoologists, despite their size, honey badgers are well equipped for survival with large, strong claws and skin thick enough to ward off attacks by almost any predator. They have been known to challenge animals much bigger than themselves, including lions, horses, cattle, and buffalo. In addition to their fighting prowess, honey badgers are also extremely intelligent as members of one of the few species on Earth, with her documented capacity to utilize basic tools. ठीक है, तो पूरा पैसेज आपने पढ़ लिया. It is about what? It is about praising the qualities of honey badgers and they are smart enough to defend itself, right? ठीक है. Now see the question. Author's main point means the same thing: central idea, central theme. Can you tell me the answer? The correct answer. Answer is what? C. Okay, let's see. If I say what could be the answer, let's see. A is saying honey badgers are extremely intelligent as reflected in their ability to use basic tools. ठीक है. फिर मैंने बोला basic tools was given only in the last portion. First portion का element है ही नहीं. And basic tools is what? Specific, right? Not in the majority. तो क्या होगा? This is not the answer. B. Honey badgers are skilled fighters and are also extremely intelligent. Skilled fighters and are also extremely intelligent. ये given था extremely intelligent, तो हो सकता है ये आंसर हो, right? B को हमने पॉइंट लगा दिया. देखो एस्थर ने भी लगाया, right? Okay. Harshit is saying D. Let's see. C. Honey badgers are well equipped for survival despite their size. तो well equipped for survival despite their size. तो despite their size means first portion survival का पार्ट जो सर्वाइवल में वो एक्सपर्ट थे वो तो हर जगह गिवन है, तो इट इज व्हाट अगेन इट इज कंसिडर्ड. तो बी और सी में अभी कंफ्यूजन है. नाउ तो इनिशियली मेक अ क्रॉस ओवर दोज ऑप्शंस जो 100% श्योर हो आप जिसको लेके कि दिस कैन नॉट बी द राइट आंसर. नंबर डी. हनी बैजर्स आर एबल टू यूज बेसिक टूल्स टू प्रोटेक्ट देमसेल्व्स फ्रॉम प्रेडेटर्स. अगेन बेसिक टूल्स की ही तो बात कर रहा है केवल, तो मेजॉरिटी पोर्शन कवर नहीं कर रहा है. इट इज कवरिंग ओनली द लास्ट पोर्शन. देन व्हाट? Now, which is the correct answer, B or C? If you see B or C, which answer choice is covering the majority part? The majority part is covered by what? Option C. Why? Because size इसमें नहीं given था, right? So despite its size, क्योंकि ये बताना जरूरी था, means उसकी साइज बहुत छोटी है, बहुत छोटा मतलब इट इज स्मॉल इन साइज, बट इट कैन व्हाट, इट कैन फाइट विद लायन आल्सो, हॉर्स आल्सो, ये सब भी लिखा है. तो बट द साइज शुड बी कंसीडर्ड. तो ये अगर किसी में गिवन है तो उससे अच्छा बेटर आंसर तो हो ही जाएगा ये. सो सी इज बेटर देन ऑप्शन बी. दैट्स व्हाई सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर, राइट? सो व्हेन यू आर गेटिंग question stems, various question stems, so central idea deals in which kind of thing, in which you have to see the author's viewpoint and the gist of the first and the last passage. Clear hai? ठीक है. Now in the next turn of RC I will tell you RCs also, means I will show you certain caselets of RCs जिसमें central idea के question भी होंगे, but I will expect in the next time that central idea का answer आपका correct होगा, right? So don't miss the classes of inference based. Why? Because one class is attached with the second class. ये ध्यान रखना. जैसे आज आपने क्या लर्निंग ली of central idea, right? In the next line I will tell you about what, another thing, another kind of inference based questions, right? So right now we will take a break of 5 minutes to 10 minutes. After that I will discuss certain grammar portions. ओके, एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस नहीं मिलते सॉल्व करने को. ओके हर्षित, फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल टॉक टू द टेक्निकल पर्सन्स एंड आई विल शेयर यू sheets of questions, right? Share sheets of questions, right? And solutions also. If you are confused with any kind of solution, then discuss it with me, right? I will discuss it here also, right? ठीक है. तो अगर क्वेश्चन स्टम्प्स चाहिए तो you can ask me. ठीक है, I will share you the stuffs, means so many questions for practice. ठीक है, very good. So till then, thank you so much. Bye bye.